Hello, my name is Jill Nitch, and this is my Module 5, Understanding the Community of Dighton for School and Community Relations. I just this past year finished up my 5th year at Pratt at Liberty Middle School, and then next year I will be moving to Dighton where I'm going to be the Assistant Principal and Activities Director. So I kind of had to decide which community I wanted to do this project on, if I wanted to do it on Pratt, where I currently live, or on Dighton, where I'm getting ready to move to. Uh, I chose to do it on Dighton so I could research a little bit more about the community. Some of my answers for questions probably might not be sufficient because I just don't really know that much about the community of Dighton, but I'm excited to move out there in about 17 days to get to know the community. Whereas Dighton, it's located in western Kansas. It's almost smack dab in between Nest City and Scott City. It's in Lane County. Um, some bigger towns around it. It's about 40 miles north of Garden City, a little over an hour southwest of Hayes. Um, Population somewhere around 1,000 with a decreasing population. I think in the last 16 years when I was researching, the population's decreased about 20%. So it's just like any other rural community. There's no real industry to bring people there, so the population's decreasing. It's a rural school with 2 buildings, 3 if you consider the central office. It has a grade school and then a middle school and high school that are all in the same building, so that it's 712. It's known for a dunk ball tournament. That's what I've kind of always known it for. I don't know if they still host it, but they used to anyway, where several guys would come in and play dunk ball. It's a Gemini school, which would be considered an innovative school. This will be their 3rd year, I do believe, as part of that innovative school process. They decided to completely redo their schedule. They've gone to a flex mod schedule, and I'm excited to be a part of that process, to kind of see what all goes on and see what changes they can make while I'm there. Population, like I said, is about 1,000 people. The average age is 46 and a half. The estimated household income is about 59,000. When I was researching this about 6 or 7 years ago, the average household income was about $20,000 less. It's 93% white, 3% Hispanic, 2% 2 or more races. See 0.8% American Indian alone, 0.6 Black alone, and then 0.3 Asian. Education level of the people who live in Dighton, 94% have a high school diploma, 17.2 bachelor's degree or higher, 3.8 graduate or professional degree, and has 2.5% unemployment. Most common industries: agriculture, 22% education, or 22% construction, 10% education, 9% public administration, 8% other services, 6% transportation and warehouse, and 6% retail trade community. Going through the town, there weren't a whole lot of retail stores. They have a grocery store and those sort of things. The enrollment at Dighton is 242, 110 at the 712 building, 132 at the elementary, 54% male, 45% female, 52% non-economically disadvantaged, and then 47% economically disadvantaged. I actually thought that those numbers might be flip-flopped a little bit. So that was good to see that they aren't higher in economically disadvantaged than they are non-economically disadvantaged. Um, Schools, Kelly Arnberger is the superintendent. He's also the K-6 principal. Leighton Rudd is 7-12 principal. Then myself, I'll be the 7-12 assistant principal and activities director. There's also going to be a third lady who has some administrative duties having to do with some of the redesign activities and programs that they've started. She'll be a part of that. And I'll also be teaching a few hours. Really only one way to get internet service in Dighton. Only one company that really works down there. This company still requires you to have a landline, which I thought was kind of funny. I haven't used a landline in 15 years probably. Your basic local news channels, social media. I know the school uses Twitter and Facebook, the district website. I know they're also looking at maybe getting like some news streaming of some sort through the school, a class doing it or somebody taking that on. Community, 5 churches. You have your mainline Protestant churches, Catholic Church, and Evangelical Protestant. It's got a grocery store, a convenience store, library, courthouse. It's got a few restaurants, city office, the internet. Those are your basic places. It's got a little ice cream place too. Organizations, American Legion, Lions Club, Knights of Columbus, several community foundation, healthcare foundation. It's also got the Lane Scott Electric Cooperative. Known political structures. Current mayors Doyle Capra. City council consists of 5 members. I don't really know that much about the political structure, like I said, because I'm just getting ready to move there. I know they passed a bond issue in the last 10 years, if not sooner than that. And there was some controversy over the money spent for that. I don't really know the whole story. I've just kind of heard a little bit. Touring the school, though, it is probably one of the nicer 1A schools that I've been a part of. It's got a exercise room that the community can use, brand new gym. The security measures they put in are top of the line, and so that was exciting for me to tour that, coming from a smaller school that does not have some of those things. So the money they spent on their bond issue was well spent. I just know there was some controversy over how it was spent. Known social tensions. Like I said, it's predominantly white, especially at the school. I'm sure there's cliques, just like there are in any school, dealing with issues on social media, just like any other school is dealing with. I mean, just because they're smaller doesn't mean they're immune to some of the issues that are going on. Known multicultural issues. There aren't a whole lot of multicultural issues because of the limited races that live in Dighton. Public opinion surveys. I know when they were getting ready to start the redesign process, there were public opinion surveys sent out. They had parent nights where the parents could come in and they would talk about the process they're getting ready to go to. They emailed out surveys. They sent out paper copies. And talking to Leighton, the principal, she said that obviously the elementary was better at returning some of those things than the high school was. There's also been recent surveys sent out about Summit, which is an online curriculum that they use. Summit has kind of been in the news a little bit lately over what they do. There are some parents that aren't very happy that they use Summit, but I will go to a training here at the end of June to learn more about Summit, and I'm excited to learn about that. Thank you.